Hello, friends. My name is Adrian, and I'm joined by
Jerry.
And this week we are covering "Your Day Will Come" by Chanel Beads. What do you know about Chanel Beads?
Nothing.
Yeah, this is a new one. Decided to cover this record, which is his debut record, because he has a new album that just came out. He named it the same name as the first one, though. So his second album is also called "Your Day Will Come."
That's so cool.
I found this album on Instagram. The second track was the music for some meme that I saw, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So I added it. The whole album I thought was really, really cool. It's a nice mix of a lot of things.
That's how I found Nick Drake. Same way.
From an Instagram meme?
Well, no, it was a Volkswagen commercial.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've heard this before. I like the record. Figured it'd be good. He's releasing something new. We can get into it. And as always, full version is on our Patreon. We have lovely people over there. We have a monthly playlist that we curate each month. I know you have fun making them.
Love that.
But we can start with track 1, Dedicated to the World.
Has the same kind of atmosphere as BCNR.
Yeah, the strings and acoustic.
It just felt like it. Feels really informal. Oh, not anymore. The tone of the vocal's been dialed up.
Yeah.
And that synth bass. There.
Super deep.
Yeah.
Super dark atmosphere.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I feel alone. The strumming.
And like these like synth textures are, it's like some wailing or something.
They're too long to be waves. The album art is giving cult.
It does have that energy.
And then this sound with it is kind of like
some occult sounding, you know, like
ending on the word anniversary was really great. I just sounded right. Is it gonna rain again? Anniversary. I mean, I like being taken new places, and that felt like a new place to me. I enjoyed that. Yeah, just a lot of like concentrating and trying to pick out what's going on. I missed most of it, I'm sure, but it was cool.
kind of opaque lyrics. Like you can't really figure out what he's talking about. The lyrics felt dark with the music and the album cover. It kind of has this like dark, eerie, brooding atmosphere. Like something. It's like it looks like they're watching something, and it looks like they're watching something bad or something sad is happening. I don't know.
Like it looks like these folks on the art are looking at, yeah, they're focused on something, and it's kind of weird, and the music's kind of weird. But the end, like, is it gonna rain again? Anniversary. It almost felt like just what they were saying was kind of a celebration of something that we just don't get. And dedicated to the world.
What captured me with the album was the just the production. It's like unique sounding. Like the production is like there's a lot of detail and like these synth drones, and the vocal manipulation is cool. And you have like there's a lot of folk elements too, but it's like this dark, eerie, manipulated folk with cool guitar work too.
You're like loose drums.
Yeah, very loose.
With a strange kind of eerie synth, and then another synth above it on the high end. So it's just confusing.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
And the painting looks like it's like some kind of romanticism kind of It's very moody.
Very moody. Okay, we can go on to the second one. This is the one that I heard online, and this is track 2, Police Scanner.
This sort of reminds me of McGee.
Yeah, the 80s drum, that huge,
Yeah,
with
but
strings.
Yeah. Same kind of atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. That dark, eerie 80s.
Okay, so that one felt like kind of an existential faith crisis, sort of. Like it felt like they're looking for something to give meaning, and then they just make noises, and then they say police scanner at the end. So I'm left like, It starts with a man going, yeah. And then the last verse starts with a man going, yeah. So that was cool.
Very limited lyrics. I like the lyrics though. You owe it to yourself, gotta believe in something else. Looking at the guilt, cannot break before it ends. Self-care, self-aware.
Right? You need that.
Yeah. There's some honesty there and maybe breaking free of something.
I don't know. Religion is a way of keeping order in society, and then the police pick up what religion can't do. I don't know.
Maybe it's a scanner just trying to find something else to believe in. What caught me with that one when I heard it online was just that opening drum thing, like the drum groove, because it's so 80s, and you have that huge gated snare, but then normally when you get this programmed 80s groove like that, you normally get it matched with some sort of electric guitar and like these synth chords or like a FM piano, whatever, that sort of thing, like the McGee thing. But this one I found it was like a fusion of like the folk with the 80s thing, because you have like the strings that are kind of discordant and kind of just there like the whole time, kind of insistent, with this like the loose folk strumming and like that bass that really sticks out, because you have like the one note right before like the chord change, and it like is really present. So it's just kind of this like nice fusion that was kind of like somewhat fresh to me when I heard it, because it's like normally you get like the full 80s package, you don't get it with like that kind of like loose country kind of folk strumming with the 80s.
That's a good point. It's a very unexpected palette.
Yeah, but it works.
It really did. Yeah, I find I'm concentrating too hard on what seem to be abstract lyrics.
We can move on.
I think so.
To track 3, which is Idea June.
There's some pretty strings, again, with the chunky kind of folksy sounding guitar, beautiful vocals. Lyrics are not too descriptive. Glued to your back. You're a baddie. I kind of like you. You're a troublemaker. I see something in you other people don't. They see you. I see something else. Interesting.
Seems kind of just like a love song.
Maybe.
Glued onto your back could just be I'm always with you, like a backpack.
Yeah, but that's uncomfortable. The other thing, when I look at the album art and I listen to each of the tracks, I'm like, yeah, this fits. It all fits. It's also creeping me out a little bit. It's making me think too much. But that's okay. That short song, man, like
Yeah.
1.5.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Wild.
We can go on to track 4, which is Embarrassed Dog.
Tail between the legs. It's your first sign. Hip hop groove. That's a neat line. Laughing that the mind can see a century of life.
Yeah, very pretty.
This bass I was making fun of in that McGee album we listened to months ago. Because it just reminds me of the 80s sitcoms. It's cool now. Huh.
I'm just a huge fan of the production on the album. That's my main thing that pulled me in initially. It reminds me a lot of like later Alex G, which we haven't done. Like Alex G it reminds me of like some of his more recent stuff, which is kind of interesting. Maybe like slightly more like some 80s elements, but yeah, that one had like a different drum groove. That last section is just super dark. The bass comes in and it feels really full and just heavy, and he's kind of giving this like more aggressive delivery, catchy one. I think that one's one of my favorites from the record, but it does have this like dark kind of brooding feel, like a lot of the record.
That's why I think they're so short. They're so intense. If it was like verse, chorus, verse, bridge, verse, chorus, you'd be like, oh my gosh. Because it's like rapid fire, get in, get out. And to me, that track, Embarrassed Dog, was about like legacy or about what your human expression is. And it almost feels like as these tracks are playing on, it almost feels like it's a question of what it means to exist and then what that looks like as you exist. But I'm not sure. I guess because what they're trying to say, you see a century of life. Isn't that funny that your mind can see a whole century? And because you get much past that, and it just gets like really confusing. And then they talk about what a peace sign on your grave. Try scratching that in your grave because you got nothing left to say in your mouth. And it was just like, whoa, okay, that's neat.
The whole thing just feels existential. We can go on to track 5, which is Unifying Thought.
This will be good. Back to vocal from track 1. Is Molly MDMA?
Yeah.
Thought so. They're funny. Some religious motifs there.
Totally.
Had a unifying thought, but I missed it. It's hard to have a unifying thought during that song.
I mean, yeah, like we were saying earlier with the album art and like even like the first track, definitely some like religious adjacent themes that he's talking about. I like the right up from your boss line. Man up on the cross, right up from your boss. That was a good one.
It almost, I think, like Methodist revival, like 1890s or something in America, but I think the hats are early 1900s. But there was like a whole bunch of religious revivals. There's one going on right now in America. And anytime something new and scary happens, like they invent a train or a telegraph, or they invent the encyclopedia, or whatever gets invented, then religious people are like, oh man, seriously? You're going to move us that fast? So then they have a revival, and they just kind of slow that. It's like a parachute. Pull that parachute, slow stuff down, change is happening too fast. So I wonder if that's what we're seeing in this image is it looks like some kind of revival, because he's wearing black, he's got a cane, he's got a hat, everybody's looking at something.
We are on to track 6, Your Day Will Come.
Piano? I mean, violin?
Yeah, some sort of string.
The drums are starting to peter out. For the longest time, that kick was everything. The drums felt real. This feels like a fake fantasy ghost world.
Yeah. It's like the vocals are huge, contributing to that. And there's, in all the tracks, there's always like lingering strings. They're just always there.
That's what roots it in the old, like that old feeling.
Yeah. And the eeriness, I think, too. Kind of sums up the tone of the whole album, pretty much. Makes sense. It's the title track.
It's a lot of intensity to it. They're trying to do something to you.
It does put you in it is like a weird feeling it gives you. But I think I like that feeling. I've listened to this album a lot. I think I just like that feeling and the atmosphere of the whole thing. I mean, not much else to say about that one. We can go on to track 7, Earn.
I would never think to play these chords, ever. It's cool.
Unique for sure.
It works with the bass.
Yeah.
That is a freaking cool idea.
Yeah, that is a great line. Huh.
This is a powerful existential question. The end of the existence.
Yeah.
That last thing reminded me of a dentist drill. Okay, so Your Day Will Come, the album, feels like the thing we've referred to before in music or in life and history. The fact that you live the best life when you realize you're going to die someday. Just be aware of it so that you make good decisions and you pay attention to sunsets and crap like that. The track Earn talks about, I wish I would have buried you in a cemetery somewhere so I could just kind of forget about you, not have you always around in my house, on my mantle or whatever. I think that's what it is, because that's what we did with my dad. We buried him in a cemetery, and I visited twice, and then they put a headstone in, and then I haven't visited since. It's probably been 3 years or something, because I don't want to go. I don't think he would confer any benefit from me going, and I know it would be really hard for me. So I totally get what they're saying with this song, if that's what they're talking about.
I think you're right. Leaving that grief in that place so you don't have to deal with like the grief all the time.
Yeah. And like the birthday, remember, like numbers matter now. I remember your birthday. It's funny. It happened on June the 8th. My father passed. So then I called my mom, not knowing what day it was. And she's like, I knew you'd call. I'm like, well, oh, Dad's death day. She's like, yeah. Like, I don't think I recognized that consciously, probably calling you subconsciously. And we just chatted for a while and it was fine.
That could be a thing your body remembers.
I don't know. Mysteries.
Like I remember when my grandfather passed, I still remember the day, and his birthday's on Valentine's Day. So every Valentine's Day, I'm like, it's like a weird day.
Oh.
You know? Because it's just like you remember these days and they're just like burned into your brain. I like how he talks about it in that song though. It's a
very honest.
Yeah.
And like the simple stuff that actually everyone deals with, they're talking about in a slightly different way, something you probably haven't considered, which is smart and cool.
Because it's not something you would say to the person while they're still around. It's something that's like, it's like, no, I don't want to forget you, but it's just like too brutal to deal with it, you know, on a daily basis. So like I need to just like move on more, you know what I mean?
It's weird. Like I saw his picture yesterday on the year he died, that there was a picture of him, and he always would do that. When I would take a picture of him, he would stare right at me. So like when I look at it, it's like he's staring into my soul, and it's powerful. It's like, whoa. But I don't mind it. Like he was the dopest, illest dad. He's cool. So thanks for reminding us that our day will come.
Go on to the second last one, which is track 8, Coffee Culture.
The last track is an instrumental.
The second last one.
Okay. I was going to say. Gregorian chant.
Has that feeling.
The songs were written for those stone churches because they sound the best.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, the whole thing kind of has a gothic vibe. Now that you mention that.
You mentioned the Gothic. I just said Gregorian chant. And Gothic was all about embracing the light. The Gothic churches had the biggest windows.
Yeah, it's funny how they have that.
Now if you're goth, you've got like black nails. You're so dark and brooding. I guess after we invented electric light, nothing was bright enough.
True. I mean, the amount of reverb he has on this, like the string that was just playing there, like it sounds like it would be in one of those churches, and you're like all the way at the back.
That's a string? I thought that was a voice. Oh, you mean the...
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like it could be the music in a movie where like the main character, something really bad just happened, he's by the water thinking about it, you know? Or some like bad realization or something.
He forgot to bury his dad and put him in an urn.
Yeah, I mean, that one, like the title track, atmospheric, kind of captures the feeling of the whole thing. Eerie, but like breezy kind of. It's like you're standing in like some field in like the Midwest and it's like blowing wind and there's like a steeple in the distance and it's kind of like this creepy night. Kind of similar, I don't know if this is a crazy take, but like the Ethel Cain aesthetic, very similar.
This would be more black, and I've always pictured Ethel Cain as more dark brown.
Yeah,
Really?
that difference, yeah.
It could be because of the album.
Yeah. I mean, it puts you into that. You're just like picturing, you know, the colors because it's the same with the Ethel Cain thing.
If coffee culture is right, it is the time where everything changes. It's the build that starts capitalism and all the stuff that we now think of as normal and taking for granted. So if the artist who made this,
His name is Shane.
Chanel Beads. I don't know. But Shane, if he clocked that, it was like, yeah, this is why they made this track, and it sounded oppressive and big and monumental, like a movement in time. It's pretty cool. If not, he just named it whatever random thing. That's also cool. But I'd like to think it has to do with coffee and capitalism. Shane, let us know.
We're on to the last one. This is track 9, I Think I Saw.
Some urgent ass strings.
And there we have an 80s synth, finally.
Yeah. I didn't really miss it. Reminds me of Depeche Mode a little bit. That's cool. The Hound of Hell, Black Dog. Starting with the Black Dog, and also Led Zeppelin 2 has a song called Black Dog. Both are about the hounds of hell, the thing that's going to take you to the grave, or the thing that represents the end of your life. So this whole album kind of has this feeling of like this existential struggle with this reminder that you're going to die someday. And then, yeah, it seems like they're talking about the numinous things in life that are happening, like saying something important. Or also there was a lot of talk about like not really understanding what the purpose of everything is. And then it almost felt like it wasn't really religious in purpose. So then they just decided to commit to someone and just kind of focus on that. And that becomes their existence.
That's a good because there's that love song in the beginning.
And this one too. I commit to dare follow you, to show you.
I commit to you. I want something to care for, a dare.
There's also like people who have deconstructed or like broken away from the religious life. It always comes up on my Facebook, people talking about it, and they often say even if they do, they still have to have something. Like you can't just have nothing. So even in the midst of an existential crisis, you have to focus on something. Like even the existentials after World War II, well, I'm going to paint, or I'm going to make plays, or I'm going to show the beauty of the world. But they all had something that charged them or energized them or gave them purpose. And I feel like that's the circle back at the end. They had purpose. It's a neat album. It's really artistic. It's really poetic. It's really, the music is a powerful thing that just kind of like grabs you, and then you try to make sense of what's happening. Made me think about my father. Made me think about me dying as well. Thanks, Shane. Now, as far as rating, I don't know how to rate this. I'm going to listen to it again. But for now, in terms of soundscape production and everything, like so beautiful, really well made, kind of like venturing into like high art. Lyrically, I caught a bunch of stuff, I think, but tell me if I did or I didn't. So I don't know. Can I give it like a B+ for now? I think I'm going to do that.
I also was going to say, I wonder if this is one of the albums where he had the artwork prior to making it and was like using it as like inspiration.
That'd be so cool.
Because it looks like it's something that was done before already, you know, and he just made it maybe black and white or something, because it fits it so well. In terms of my thoughts, I mean, I love this album. I mean, the production, I just think it's so cool. I like how he's manipulating his voice. Like there's auto-tune on some of the tracks. I believe on a couple of the tracks there's a female vocalist actually.
That's what I was sure of.
Yeah, like on Idea, June, and maybe like another one. Because I saw a live performance and there was like a girl singing with him. It's also interesting. This was released around the same time McGee's album came out, so there was no crossover there.
Oh, that's so cool.
McGee gets more glazed, but I think he was on the same, not that the 80s thing is new or anything, but like he was on, you know, that similar wave too. And I just like the fusion of like the folk with like some 80s and kind of like manipulated vocal stuff. I think it's a nice mix. The strings are just so cool throughout. You have the loose acoustic guitars, the drum programming, and just these odd, dark, brooding, eerie, atmospheric grooves that are cool. I think I'm going S for this.
That's high praise.
I haven't had an album like in a while like this one where I just listened to still a lot that I found recently. And it's nice and short. Really unique record. Well, those are our thoughts. I love this record. As always, full version on Patreon. Thank you to everyone over there.
Should we let him go?
Yeah, probably.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time.
Have a great week.
See ya.